Russian war bloggers say that Russian soldiers are taking huge casualties trying to capture the strategically unimportant Ukrainian village of Novoye Horivka because commanders have prematurely and falsely claimed that they have already captured it. Novoye Horivka in the Luhansk region is a tiny frontline hamlet with a handful of houses strung along a dead-end road. It has no apparent strategic importance. On 20th January, the Russian Ministry of Defense claimed to have liberated it. This, it turns out, was false. Commanders had ordered their men to film a video report showing the village's capture, presumably so that they could send it to their superiors to keep in good favor. However, it was premature, as the village is still in Ukrainian hands. A Russian soldier captured by the Ukrainians says that many men were killed trying to film the Russian flag being raised for the video report. This sort of false reporting has been a consistent theme throughout the Ukraine war. Russian commanders have frequently lied to their superiors, submitting staged photographs and videos as evidence of successes and completion of orders. However, it has had disastrous effects for the troops on the ground, who have often had to fight on without artillery or air support because the target has officially been captured. Russian troops are reportedly being killed in large numbers in Novoye Horivka because of this. The Russian Bounty Hunters Telegram channel writes, "Another news about meat assaults causes bewilderment, resentment, and pain for the guys, friends, brothers, sons who died for nothing. And all just to take a settlement or a stronghold, which on paper and in reports to Moscow is already ours. And how does this happen? It's as simple as ever. The boys lie down to carry out orders, advance without proper artillery preparation or planning, because they need to take it quickly and secretly, to put the flag where they have already reported, so that the commander doesn't get into trouble." The channel quotes a Sus who is engaged in the battle. "You go to a regular assault where the orders are, take a strong point, where the sky is not under our control. And at the starting point when entering the assault, the task changes abruptly, and you run 300 to 500 meters across a field, the sky of which is occupied by enemy FPVs, Mavics with bombs, or a Baba Yaga heavy drone on duty? Well, and if you are lucky enough to run and you are wounded, then suddenly this doesn't count because there was no firefight or direct contact with the enemy and do not count on payments. It's good if they let you recover at all before the next such assault, because there are no rotations. They stupidly finish off the battalion, which was confirmed by the division commander, with the words, 'I will finish off your battalion route and branch,' obviously so that there is no one to complain to. Yes, and if you are heavy and both legs are broken by Yaga, then it is a miracle if the medics pull you out, because there are only 4 people in the evacuation group and 2 of them were taken to the positions. So what kind of holding of positions can we talk about? No artillery preparation before the assault. No entrenchment to fight from. We are simply dying for someone's nice report at the top, when with proper preparation, the point could have been taken without so many victims. So who needs such reports? The 5th column? Those who need stars and a full pocket, but not our victory." Yuri Podolyak says on his Telegram channel that the village's capture was announced by the Russian MOD even before it had been assaulted, giving the Ukrainians time to reinforce the defenses there. On 22nd January, he wrote, "Meanwhile, as the guys from the field told me, as of yesterday morning, the village had not even begun to be stormed. The assault began yesterday in the afternoon after the problem was made public. Naturally, the enemy was waiting for our guys. Since the actual declaration of the village under the control of the Russian armed forces left our command no options for maneuver. And this is not the first such case in that area. The settlement of Nadia, a little to the north, was taken under control post factum, only 3 days after the official announcement. Actually, this is the main problem with beautiful reports. They always lead to additional losses. So, Novoye Horivka has not been liberated yet, and our command in the area is bending over backwards to cover up this screw-up of theirs until the commission of investigation arrives. And they will sacrifice as many people as necessary for this, so that they can post a video with a flag in the near future and thus prove that they are not deceiving anyone. According to Podolyak, the local commanders decided to fake the capture of the village in a subsequent video filmed in a different location. before attempting to drop a Russian flag from a drone on the roof of a house in the village. However, he writes, the drone did not fly, i.e. it crashed, and the video needed for the 20th Army Command was not filmed. The enemy received the Russian flag as a trophy. Waves of Russians have since been sent into bloody assaults. The battle appears to be following the pattern set in 2022 in the equally non-strategic village of Debaltseve, in which hundreds of Russians died to fulfill a false report of its capture. Two majors reports on messages sent to the channel's authors from the battle for Novaya Horivka. Russian soldier. I called in the morning. They were driving me head-on to Novaya Horivka with assault rifles. I had 30 men left from the company as of yesterday. This is number regiment of the 3rd Motorized Rifle Division. They don't even bring in ammunition. It's a total mess. The Black Mamba, 252nd Regiment of the 3rd Motorized Rifle Division, tells terrible things. The losses killed people in a week in a stupid assault. Yuri Podolyak publishes a video on his channel of a despairing or wounded Russian soldier from the 84th Reconnaissance Battalion shooting himself in a wooded area, presumably at Novaya Horivka. I don't see the point in hiding it, he writes. And for the end, let's go on the other side of the world. Armed gangs have killed at least 50 people in an attack on the town of Kensko, 10 kilometers from Port-au-Prince, the capital of Haiti. According to civil society organizations, during a large-scale operation to seize control of the territory, 100 houses were burned down. At least 50 people were killed and dozens were injured. At the same time, Haitian National Police spokesman Michel-Ange Louis Jeune said that security forces killed 20 gang members during the operation and assured that measures were being taken to restore order. Kenskov is strategically important as a link between the western and southeastern regions of the country. A road passes through this mountainous town, which allows you to avoid the gang-controlled National Road 2. Haiti, a country of more than 11 million people, has been struggling with political, economic, and security crises for years. Following the outbreak of a large-scale gang war in 2020, armed gangs seized control of approximately 80% of the capital city. At the same time, the level of violence continues to rise. In 2024 alone, more than 5,000 people were killed in gang attacks. A striking example of gang violence was the massacre of civilians in December 2024. At least 180 people, mostly elderly, were brutally murdered by gang members in the Haitian capital. According to the National Network for the Defense of Human Rights, the local gang leader targeted them after his son fell ill and subsequently died. The gang leader reportedly consulted a voodoo priest who blamed the boy's mysterious illness on elderly locals practicing witchcraft. Until 2024, the war raged between the two main groups and their allies, the Revolutionary Forces of the Family and allies of the G9 and GPEP. However, in February 2024, these two warring factions formed a coalition that opposed the government and the UN peacekeeping mission sent to the country to help resolve the crisis. The instability in the country has led to a deep economic crisis, the threat of famine, and as a result, frequent leadership changes. In 2024 alone, the country's transitional government changed the prime minister 3 times.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.